Hi everyone! This is my work outfit today. This is one of the perks of being a teacher. You can just show up as a witch once a year and no one will say anything. Sometimes.
What do you have right now?
This is the funniest shit ever. I just went to a shop called Mediterranean that sells basically Italian stuff, and I had to buy 2 panettone because I have to go and meet all the relatives that I have in Australia that my grandmother wants me to meet that I have never seen in my life. But why not? Let's go. Wow, I just came back home and I'm just overwhelmed by the kindness of people. I met this aunt that I had never met in my life. Like, she's my grandmother's cousin, and she moved to Australia when she was 20, and then she met her husband and she had kids here, so she stayed here, and she was just so kind. Of course, she offered me a lot of food because Italian. She was very disappointed that I'm vegan, but what can I do? And then we called my grandmother and we talked, and she told me about the time when she was in Italy and how hard it was when she arrived here for the first time, and it was very heartwarming. Is it the word? I don't know. It was so nice to talk to her, and my experience now will never be the same as Italian immigrants that arrived here in the 60s or the 70s. It's just like so different, and it was so hard for them, and they just built a life on the other side of the world, and wow, it takes so much bravery. Yeah. It was very nice to talk to her. I'm so happy I went. It's Sunday, finally. This week has been fairly complicated. It started with like a long weekend because the 4th of November is a holiday, a national holiday in Victoria, in which they celebrate horse racing. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, there's this huge horse race which was on Tuesday, so I didn't work on Monday either. And on Tuesday I went to protest this horse racing with Vegan Action Melbourne.
Send bullet to the head. Winners are grinners and losers become doggy dinners. Winners are grinners and losers become doggy dinners.
They get a bullet to the head.
Horse racing kills!
They get a...
It was very interesting, and it was also very fun because I met one of my favorite vegan influencers. His name is Jacob, and I've been following him for years, and I met him here. It was like crazy. Also, he's from Brisbane, he's not from Melbourne, but he was here to like make some contents with other Australian creators who live in Melbourne. So it was definitely interesting. After that, I got sick. I was not sure if it was a cold or if it was hay fever because I'm allergic to everything. So I went to school, but then I realized it was not allergy, I was just sick. So I went back home, and then the next day I was a bit better, so I went back to work. But it was like I have seen better days for sure. I think I can summarize it like that. But now it's Sunday, I feel better, so I'm going to the National Gallery. Let's see. Queen Victoria Market. I got a couple of souvenirs, but I was overwhelmed, and I probably still need to buy things for people, but I will go back. But now I'm hungry, so I will go to eat to an Italian vegan restaurant that's closed, and it's also almost closing, so I better hurry up. Okay, the carbonara was super good. I entered the place speaking in English to then realize that they were all Italians. And while I was eating, so the restaurant wasn't busy, so I could hear every conversation. And while I was eating, a guy entered to leave his CV because he was looking for a job and he just came back to Melbourne. So there were so many Italians. Are we all here? Like, I feel like there are many Italians. In a way, it's also sad that there are this many Italians. Why do we all feel the need to leave? I mean, I know why, but you know. From the river to the sea. I saw this outside, and I guess we're spending money today, so I will do it after I do the National Gallery, and I will let you know.
The 2 and the 1.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
That's alright.
Oh, sorry.
Wow, that was interesting. I'm still a bit. Whoa, that was something. We were like, there was the inside of an airplane, and we were in complete darkness for like I swear, it's like, wow. I'm not sure if I should spoil this. Okay, I will say what this was about, so if you ever want to do it, don't listen to this. Skip like 30 seconds. So we entered. There's the inside of this aircraft. You sit on the seat that's just an airplane seat, and then you put headphones on, and there's the flight attendant, and you see there are screens with like little screens every like 4 rows with the flight attendant who's talking, and it's a normal flight attendant speech, and she tells you, please put your seatbelt on, safety features of this aircraft, and then the video glitches, the audio starts to glitch, and the flight attendant changes, like she changes her clothes, like she's saying the same things, but like the word changes, so she's the same but she's in different clothes because you're entering different dimensions. And then the captain says we're dimming the cabin lights, and then there's complete darkness. So from that point, like, the plane starts, and like the container had minimal movements, so you could feel like the plane was moving and like the plane was departing, and there's still complete darkness. And then like you can hear like the headphones. It was very realistic because there was like right headphone and left headphone, so you could like, it was like you could hear people walking next to you, and the captain speaking, the flight attendant speaking, and that basically the plane crashes. You can hear that it's crashing, and it's very realistic. But then everything goes back to normal, and like the flight attendant starts her service, and then the captain says like, don't worry, there are several words in which this aircraft lands, and we are only aware of the words in which this airplane lands. So you keep experiencing the crashing of this aircraft for like several times. This airplane crashed like 5 times, and then it always went back to normal, and then it keeps crashing, and then the last time that it crashes, the captain says, don't worry, This is like, there's this metaphor of the cat that is both dead and alive until you open the box, and he says to the people outside, we are like that cat. We are in this container and we're both dead and alive until we go out. But the plane keeps crashing, and then he says, what if this is your chance? Like, what if this is another chance for you? Take my hand, come with me. You can be the first to disembark. And then the cabin lights go on again, and there's the airplane again. Like, you're still sitting in the airplane seat, and you've experienced these crashes. And then you leave the aircraft. I basically just died, and this is my second chance at life, I guess. I'm not gonna lie, that was powerful. That was a lot. Ooh. I liked it. Interesting. Have you watched the show Manifest? I basically just experienced Manifest in real life. The show is amazing, by the way, you should watch it, but yeah, I will keep thinking about this for a long time. I'm back home, and I think I have experienced enough for today, for this week, for this month, honestly. So now I will just stay here in my bed with my cup of tea and the banana bread I made yesterday or 2 days ago, I don't remember. Anyway, I make amazing banana bread. No, it's not true. I should have been cooked more. Anyway, see you.